Hi, crafty friends. Monique here with Grace and Tattered Lace. We're here today for the Mrs. Claus's home event. I'm going to let you guys pop on. All right, I see you guys are starting to pop on. As you pop on, let me know you're here. Say hello. Let me know where you're watching from. Hello, Miss Teresa. Thank you so much for sprinkling the tattered lace. I appreciate that so much. Hello, Diane. Welcome, 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 friends. I'm so glad that you're here to join me today. Diane's from Georgia. My daughter just returned from Georgia. She went to visit her family. They are in, I believe it's pronounced Rincon. She had her cousin's child just turned 1, and so she went to visit them. All right, you guys. Hello, Tamara from Texas. Hello, Shannon. Okay. Hello, Stephanie. Welcome, friend. I'm so glad you're here. Hello, Shanna and Meriden. Welcome, friends. Hello, Kim from Texas. All right, you guys, I am on a time limit, and you guys know I always go big or go home, right? I always run out of time. Hello, Angelica and Kim and Christy from the Dashing Willow, but we're going to get started. Today's event is hosted by Shayna's Crafty Friends, and if you do not follow her page, Shayna's Crafty Friends, or by Shayna is her regular page, please jump over there, give her a follow. If someone wouldn't mind putting in the link for our next presenter, that's JEF, an old woman making things. That's Miss Jem. She is awesome and she is super cute. I would love for you guys to go and watch her after me, and make sure that you also follow the other crafters that follow her. Hello, Carolyn. Okay, you guys, somebody pin it, or somebody post it in there for me. I will pin it. That way you guys could just jump on over to her page. You can also go to Shayna's Crafty Friends and see all of the presenters today. If you happen to miss any of the presenters, all of their lives are feeding over on her page as well. All right, we're going to start out with making a little gingerbread man. To me, Mrs. Claus is the one that's at the house, keeping everything good, feeding all the elves, making some wonderful snacks for everybody. And so for me, we are going to make Mrs. Claus's bakery inside her home. Thank you, Shayna. I'm going to give that a pin really quick, you guys. All right, there we go. Our next presenter is pinned at the bottom if you guys would like to jump on over at the end and watch Miss Jem, okay? All right, I just cut out a little gingerbread man using some muslin. And I've already put together one because you know me, I always run out of time. So I try to prep as much as I could so that it didn't run out of time so we can finish. Hello, Pam. I saw you watching, jumping on. Welcome. Thank you for coming, friend. All right, we're just going to put a little bit of hot glue. And I can't, you don't want to glue the whole thing at one time, you guys. So we're going to do just a little bit. We'll let it dry. We'll put in some stuffing and then keep going. All right. How is everybody doing today? Hello, Diana. Welcome for coming. Thank you, my friend. What is everybody doing? I know that yesterday or the other day, someone told me they were going to be baking cookies. Hello, Ginger, my wonderful friend. How are you? All right, we're going to put a little stuffing in him, and then we'll put a little more glue and get him, you know, keep working him up. Actually, before I get too far, I want to dot his eyes because I want to make sure that they're not wonky with the filling inside. Hello, Cynthia and Wendy. Welcome, my friend. Thank you so much for joining me. You will love all the girls here. They are so welcoming. Whoops. See, I pushed too hard. I had too much stuffing. A lot of girls are here. They're regulars, and they will answer any questions if I miss your questions, but I will try to answer. However, I do have to stay focused because I always run out of time. Let's try this again. I put a little too much in. Okay, hello Tracy, hello Jen, hello Jan. Oh, you made 2 wreaths today, friend. Awesome, I love that. All right, let's try this again. While we wait for that to dry, I'm gonna give him just some quick eyes, you guys. I'm just gonna use the end of my paintbrush. Many of you know I am the world's worst painter, and I do not contest to be a painter at all. So we're going to put a little black dot on the bottom of our brush, and we're going to give him 2 simple eyes. Done. All right. It's been snowing since last night. Oh, goodness. I don't have anything to wipe this on. I hear there's some big storms coming there. Oh, good, Wendy. I'm glad you know a lot of these ladies here. Hello, Sarah from Booty and Buttons. Thank you so much for joining me, my friend. I'm so glad to see you. All right. I think I have it dry enough. Now we're going to not put as much stuffing in this time, you guys. All right. Now I went online and I was trying to find a handwritten recipe, because to me that just spoke Mrs. Claus and her having a nice, cute little handwritten recipe, you know, hanging out in her little bakery, her little kitchen area. And I found one, but it was on a note card and it didn't print that well. So I am so sorry, you guys. Roxy is going a little crazy. So I went ahead and just typed it up in a nice script font and printed that out on some drop cloth. And I will share that in just a moment. Let's get our snowman. Let's get our gingerbread man done. Did I see Ange come in? Ange? I'm seeing something. Ange, I always miss Ange, friends. And she's always screaming at me because I miss her. Hello, Ange. Hello, Kim. Hello. Did I miss anybody else? Carolyn. Okay. Let's just get him good and secure before we add in more stuffing. Okay. I thought a very nice question that was on the news today, and they were doing a survey and asking everybody what is their favorite Christmas song. What is your guys, not Christmas song, Christmas movie. What is your guys' favorite Christmas movie? Anybody have a favorite? Well, welcome, Pearlyn. Thank you for coming. And Sherry, welcome again. You're working on your penguin. Awesome. Cheryl from Michigan. White Christmas. Yes. White Christmas is a good Christmas movie. Just a little bit more, and then we can close him up. And then we're going to, anybody that was on the other day and watched me with, good grief, what did I had such a hard time with my snowman. I just completely forgot what I had. I had such a hard time getting the snowman to the greenery to stick to her. So we're going to get his little stick on now and set him to the side and let him hopefully cure so he doesn't fall off. Almost. I had such a difficult time, you guys. That little snowman, snow girl, actually, she was a pistol. Like, oh, Polar Express. Polar Express, that is my daughter's favorite movie. And one of these days, I want to take her, she's 28, you guys. I want to take her to Arizona to the actual Polar Express. They have a really fun Polar Express experience there. A whole lodge and everything that hosts everybody, and I want to take her there one day. She went to a smaller local one with her dad a couple years ago. Okay. Has anybody ever done that experience, that Polar Express experience? One Magic Christmas by Disney and Grinch with Jim Carrey. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Hello, Sassy and Chicken, all things unique, my friend. I barely saw you come through. Hello, Monique. Welcome, friend. They have one in Texas too. Oh my gosh. I would love to go. Okay, there's our little gingerbread man. Let's give it a little scarf, and then we will stick her stick on. I wonder if this is going to be long enough. Just a small smidgen of fabric. Give her a small scarf. We'll give her some bells for her little button. Yeah, there we go. We'll give her some buttons down, little bells right down the front. I have some rusty bells here. Texas Railroad in Palestine. Oh my gosh, that sounds so fun. Maybe we'll go to Texas instead of Arizona. That would be a lot of fun. All right, I'm just going to put these kind of close together. Just like it was a little gingerbread man. Okay, I know he's nothing special, but we're going to grunge him up in a few minutes. Hello, hey, Lizette, welcome, friend. Okay, you guys, I'm just going to put a dowel on the back of here, and you will see why shortly. I know I haven't really disclosed. Sometimes I do that. I'm going to keep those things a little bit of a secret. And I just want to make sure that this sticks so that we can work with it in a bit. Okay, you're in Georgia mountains. There's one also. It's in a town called Blue Ridge. Oh my gosh. There's more than, okay, I've only heard of the one that's in Arizona, and maybe that's because Arizona is the closest location to me. Oh, I'm going to look into the Texas one, that's for sure. Maybe even, wait, what did the other one just say? Did the other person just say Georgia as well? Hello, Chicken Pickens. I'm so glad you're here. And Charlene, Crafting with Missy. I don't think I shouted you out. And TLC Country Chalkin'. Okay, all right, you guys. There's our little gingerbread man. We're going to set him off to the side, okay? Let him dry a little bit. Now, I have this little, I guess this would be considered like a cheese board maybe that I got from Hobby Lobby in the spring section, and I paid almost nothing for it. I've already taped it off. I want to put just a thin red line on it, just to give it a little bit of color. And I'm using the color of Lacquer by Waverly. Okay. All right, you guys. I would love to have you follow me. If you do not follow me, if you go up to the top there in the little 3 dots, you can push the dots, and you can like or you can follow. I think you can turn notifications on there. If you don't get your notifications, you can check to see that you're on for notifications. All right, we'll just give this a quick dry. You guys, if you have your business pages, please share your first name so that we can learn your first names. And any friends that are here that aren't on business pages, or even business pages, we'd love to have you follow each other, support each other, have our viewers go check everybody out. Hello, Marley and Grace Creations. Welcome, my friend. I really loved your project, girl. Hello, Cheryl. You have one in Michigan, too. Wow, okay. Lavender and Grace is Tammy. Hello, Diane from Georgia. Marlene. Tish Campbell, that's right. Hello, Lizette. Okay, let's pull this off. I didn't want it to be anything special. Oh, it got a little runny. I just wanted to give it a little bit of color. We'll take the sanding block and go over that and get that off of there, you guys. I probably didn't put the tape down enough. I just wanted to add a touch of color to it. Nothing big and special. And we're just gonna wipe that for a second. The Old Chicken Farm, Patty Fields. Missy, okay. Pose Home Decor. Annika, Monica with no M. Annika. Boy, you made me think, girl. Annika, welcome, my friend. Okay, I'm just going to let this dry. We'll stand it in a second. We're going to kind of go in pieces, you guys. Here is our little recipe that I made, okay? It's called Kris Kringle's Cookies, you guys. I printed this right on the drop cloth. And I put a little piece of fabric here because I did end up putting a little image and I didn't like it. So I covered it up. Hello, Beverly. Welcome, friend. Hello, Nancy. All right, let's see. What do I need to do next? Let's grunge these up. We're going to grunge the gingerbread man and we're going to grunge our recipe up. We're going to use some instant coffee and some water and we're going to heat it up. So I just have some instant coffee, you guys. I don't have Dollar Tree instant coffee. We don't have it here at my store. So I'm just using Walmart, which is actually very hard to find nowadays. And I'm just going to crumble it between my fingers and sprinkle it across the drop cloth and kind of make it so that it's old and grungy. And we'll do the same thing to the gingerbread men. Hopefully you guys can see that. Okay, and now I'm going to use my spritzer, my bottle, and I'm just going to spritz some water on it. Get it wet, let it activate a little bit. And then we'll hit it with the heat tool. Darn phone rings when you're on live. I'm sorry about that. I hope you guys didn't freeze. Hello, Cindy. Welcome. Hi, Melina. Welcome. Sharon. Do I use a laser printer? Sharon, I've actually done both. So this one was an inkjet color printer. I've also used the laser printer. Either one that I use, I will actually spray it with a matte sealer. That way the ink does not run or smear. So I have sprayed it with a clear sealer. I know others have done it and I don't think that they spray it and don't have a problem, but I just didn't want to take that risk. All right, so there we go. There's our recipe, you guys. Kris Kringle's cookies and our little gingerbread people. Let me just wipe my table off. The one thing that you want to do, Missy, is what I did is I use a spray adhesive to spray my paper, just a regular old paper that you would, copy paper that would go inside your printer, and I adhered my fabric to the paper. I cut it with scissors. I do not tear it because I did tear it one time and it got jammed in my printer. And this time I cut it. So I actually stuck it to the paper first and then I took my scissors and cut around the paper to make it be the same size of the paper. And then I just went ahead and put it in the printer. My printer Each printer is different, so you just kind of have to play with the printer to figure out which way your paper goes, up or down. Okay. Before I forget, I'm going to put a little bit, I have some Excelsior on the back of this guy, and I want to put some on this guy before I forget, because I might forget. Hello, Ellen. Thank you so much for coming. And Anna from, no, that's not Anna. That's Julie. Julie from D&J Crafts and Creations. Sorry, Julie. Almost called you the wrong name, friend. Thank you, Stephanie. I really like this little flannel also. It's warm and cozy. My craft room is very cold. I don't know why. Hello, Tammy. Welcome, my friend. Okay, you guys, there. I just added a little bit of Excelsior, and we're not really going to see the back, I don't think, when we put it on. But I just wanted some Excelsior to sneak out. And now I have more coffee on my table. Okay. How are we doing on time? Oh, we got good time. Okay, next up, I have this wood palette, I guess you can call it. And this is what it looked like before. This was the color. And the other side is kind of raw, rough wood, you guys. And I went ahead and stained it with the Java, Home Decor Java paint using a baby wipe. Now, when you have wood like this that's kind of rough and has raw, you know, coarse edges into it, what really helps is if you mist it. So I misted the wood first to get it kind of wet to accept the paint, and then I used the baby wipe to wipe it in, okay? All right. Let's see. Before I forget, I'm just gonna rough this up a little bit because I didn't want that to be stark red. I just wanted a little bit of color on there, okay? Now I have this greenery that I got from Hobby Lobby, and we're going to put this on the bottom if you can. And I'm going to use my staple gun. And I'm going to have to stand up because this is really thick wire, and I think it might be hard to cut. Probably should have cut this ahead of time. Actually, oh, look at that one. That went way easier than I thought. I hope this is going to staple on here. I have 3 pieces. Oh, this one's not going to go as well. There we go. All right, let me just staple these on and then I'll sit back down so you guys can see me better. I'm just going to put just like so. And excuse my staple gun, it's a little loud, you guys. Well, that's not going to work. Going over the other piece is hard. All right, we might have to just do that. Actually, I'm going to have to cut this one smaller. No. We'll have to do this. Okay. And I'm going to I'm going to do a few more spots in the leaves, but I want to get these things attached before we get too far, okay? Hello, Lois. Thank you. Thank you for coming, friend, and Kathy. Okay, you guys, so here we're going to put this here. Let's go back to this. I'm going to put our recipe on this little arrow, okay? But we're not going to show it really as an arrow. We're just going to kind of have it as something that is holding our fabric. So there we go. That's what we're going to have. So we just kind of have a little bit of wood peeking out. But we just have something that holds our recipe. Hello, Robin. Welcome, my friend. Hello. That staple gun is pretty killer, I know. All right, you guys. I'd love for you guys to sprinkle and tatter the lace for me. Help get us some followers in here. All right, next up, we're going to use this. Now we need a Mrs. Claus, you guys. We haven't brought Mrs. Claus out. So here is our Mrs. Claus, you guys. Isn't she the cutest ever? I found her at an antique mall close to my house. She clearly went on top of something. There's a little thing here that she went in top of. But I thought that she was so cute and so vintage and went perfect with what I have going on. My staple gun. It's called I don't know if that's an S or what that is called. I have a link. If you go to the top of my page, I have my Amazon pinned things. That's the staple gun. It is cordless. It is chargeable. All right, so I've already attached some wire to her, you guys. I've wrapped it around her neck. I don't want to glue her because I don't want to destroy her. She is cute and she is vintage. So we're going to just use some wire and we're going to attach her here to our little board, okay? And I'm just going to twist the wire around. And we're going to use this to attach our board on here. So I'm going to staple this down. I just want to get it tight so she doesn't shift. So I have the wire behind this board, and I'm gonna try anyhow to staple this wire onto this pallet. All right. And that might not work. I thought that was going to work, but it's not going to, it's going to flop. So we are going to have to, I think I might have to wrap it around the board all the way to the back. So we'll just do the same thing. And I'm going to go through the slats and pull it through. I was hoping my idea would work, but it didn't. Okay. All right, I don't remember seeing any other Christmas movies that everybody liked other than The White Christmas and Polar Express, and that probably could be because I was talking about the Polar Express. Did anybody put any other movies that they liked? I think, oh yeah, Shayna put the Grinch one. I saw that. Okay. All right. Let's see if I can get this. There we go. All right. Now, I have a feeling that my plan was not going to work for this. I also got this at the thrift store, you guys. This is an old beater. I thought this was really cool. Very rusty, very vintage, and very fun. So we're gonna have to do the same thing with that one. I was hoping I could staple it, but I have a feeling that won't work either. So we will do the same thing. I want to try to get it so that you can't see that wire very well. All right, let me twist this. I think I stabbed my finger. I will have to go back and tighten this up with some wires. All right, you guys. Oh my gosh. Let me show you how cute this looks, you guys. This is what we have so far. Oh, thank you, Sheila. No, that's a Shelly, sorry. Brings back memories of growing up in the good old days. Kitchen above the cabinets. Yes, good old tools. Okay, all right. Yeah, I really liked them. I thought they were cute. And now you kind of see why I wanted that red stripe on my board, because I wanted it to kind of look a little bit more vintage. Okay, let's see. We're going to add our recipe in here. Maybe. Let's see. Let's try to add our gingerbread first and then see where I need to put that recipe card. I have the 2 gingerbread men. Sorry, you guys, I didn't play with this at all, and I just don't know where I'm putting anything, and we're kind of winging this part. I just had an idea and ran with it. Maybe we need to bring her down some. There we go. Okay, that's good. The problem is I don't like that stark stick right there. There we go. Might have to put something on that stick to kind of cover that stick up. Let me see. Let me see what you guys think. There's what we have so far, you guys. We need something right here. I have a little star that we could put in here. I don't know that this really goes with that though. Kind of doesn't really go with our little girl, with our Mrs. Claus. Yeah, I'm not liking that. Maybe we just need to put a gingerbread man there. Maybe another gingerbread man on this side. Oh, I know what I have. I'm missing a whole bunch of things, you guys. My brain is in another planet. All right. I have these cute things that I also got from the, I got these from home, at home, you guys. Look at those cute little candy canes. And I thought that these were cute and whimsical. That would go with this as well. And these are also from at home. Yeah, who said that? Karen, a cookie cutter would be cute. And I actually thought about buying some, but then I passed on it. I have a rolling pin, a vintage rolling pin, but I'm not sure. Let's get this going, and if I need to put the rolling pin in here, I can. And somehow we lost one piece here, so we're just going to cut that off. How am I doing on time? Okay. Okay. So I was just going to kind of sporadically put these in here. This one needs to go on this side. Have these, yeah, these will be cute right here. Sorry, you guys. Hello, Karen. Thank you for coming. Cinnamon sticks. Oh, good. That's a good idea. Bundle of cinnamon sticks would look super cute also. Where are my scissors at? Okay. All right. We just need to figure it out. We can get it all fastened down. Oh my gosh. Okay, this is looking super cute, you guys. I have one more big thing to add to this. Of course, we will add a bow. But there we go. Look at how cute. I'm going to add a bow right in here. Maybe down here. But, okay. You guys know I always run out of time, so I did try to prep as much as possible. But I have a piece of coffee stained and baked drop cloth that I stamped the word bakery on, and we're going to put this at the top. Okay. So we're just going to kind of drape it like so. I did not use any Mod Podge in this one, you guys. I don't know why I chose not to put Mod Podge on here this time. I guess I wanted it to be a little different than I had already had. So I'm just going to glue the ends here, and then we'll kind of fiddle with it to get it so that it looks good. has Christmas parties coming out their ears right now. I am very fortunate I do not. My assistant principal was planning a surprise party for her husband yesterday, and he clearly had no idea because he was at home making dinner, and the friends were supposed to be coming over decorating the house. So they had to figure out how they were going to get him out of the house. Okay, oh my gosh, you guys, that is so darn cute. Look at how cute that is, you guys. Look at that bakery sign. Isn't that the cutest? So cute. I absolutely love this, you guys. I'm going to be honest, you guys. I bought the stuff to make this about a week and a half ago. I bought Mrs. Claus and I got the mixer, and this morning I had no idea what I was going to do. None. And I will not lie, I was actually panicking because I had no idea. All right, let's staple some of these goodies down. And since I had such a hard time with the hot glue the other day, I thought, why not use my staple gun if I can? Okay. I might have to use the glue gun for the little sticks, but that's all right. All right, you guys, this is looking so cute. I do well under pressure. Angelica, not usually. You should see, normally I'm super stressed. Girlfriend. Okay. Everything is secure. We need to make a bow. I don't know if a rolling pin is actually necessary, you guys, or if it would even go. And I think it's actually too much. So we're not going to add, we will not add a rolling pin. So let's make a bow. I have a reindeer. We can add a reindeer. That might be cute on there also. Okay, you guys, we're going to use the Bodabra bow maker to make a bow. Where are my scissors at? You guys, oh, there they are. Who loses their stuff all the time? I lose my stuff all the time. Okay. Trying to clean your craft room, watching clean up. Well, thank you for being here, Janie. I didn't see you come in, friend. All right, I have some pieces of fabric that I've already tore into strips, you guys. Where are they at? They're here. Okay. I just have a bunch of different colors. I have some red and white stripes, some green and white stripes, some red and green polka dots, and I have muslin. I have drop cloth. And I should have probably cut these, but I didn't know what size my bow was going to need to be, so I didn't cut them. But what I like, when I get ready to make my bow, you guys, I will put all of my pieces of fabric together, and then I will cut my pieces together to make my bow the same size. Okay, let's get some drop cloth in here. Thank you so much. Hello, Cruises. Thank you for coming. Hello, Daryl from Alabama. Hello, Brittany, my daughter. I hope that you're doing good today, girl. My daughter is here, you guys. All right, let's see how big we need to make this for our piece. I'm thinking right about here is going to be good. So, kind of big. We want it to be kind of big. I'm just going to do the simple. Do I want to do a loop bow? I think we might do a loop bow today, you guys. I'm going to put some drop cloth behind and then we'll loop these, I think, is what I'm going to do. I don't know why I just did that. All right, let's make a few X's behind and then, oh, those are kind of big. Then we'll do some loops across the front. That might be an awfully big bow. You might have to cut that down. All right, now I'm just going to take, thank you so much, Chris. Have I ever watched Telsa? I have not watched her, but I think I just added her. Your emotional support child dog says hello, or animal. Hello, my friend Jessica, the emotional support animal. Oops. Okay, so you guys, I'm just going to take this over and I'm going to twist it and I'm going to make a loop. Back and forth. Until I can find the right placement here. All right, and we're just going to alternate colors. I like to use the fabric because it gives it so much. It's easier to work with. It's cheaper to work with, and I like it. No, that's not going to go in there. I am not that great at these bows. Sarah over at Bootsy and Buttons is much better at these loop bows than I am. All right. Let's put a little bit of Excelsior here in the middle, you guys. It's very quiet upstairs, you guys. I don't know what's going on with the dogs and the husband. All right. I think this bow's going to actually look pretty cute. everybody put Christmas decorations up outside of their house? Is everybody done with that? We live in a condo now, or a townhome, and we're not putting anything out. There's just not a lot of space to do it. All right, let's put a little bit of Excelsior on here. He learned his lesson the other day when... Oh, yes, Chris. Yeah, his TV shows are always super loud. He's hard of hearing, so it's a challenge. I have to listen to the TV that loud all of the time. And actually, when you heard it, it was actually very quiet. He couldn't believe that you guys could hear it. All right. You guys, make sure that you stick around. Oh, how are we doing on time? Stick around, and after me, you guys go over to JEF, an old woman making things, Miss Jim. You'll really like her. I think you should go and check her out. I've linked her. She's pinned at the bottom of the page there. You guys can find her very easily. At the very end, just click on the link and it will take you right over to her page. There we go, you guys. Let's put some of these down. Let's get this twine off of here. Okay. We'll put a little bell on there. Okay. There. I think that's really cute, you guys. The bow will, or a bell in the middle of that will break some of that up. Woo! Just a cute little messy bow. We could probably make a tag. Do I want to glue it to the board? Let's get our Mrs. Claus up a little bit higher. All right, I'm just going to glue it right there. I think it needs to go on our little cutting board. That's kind of a big bell. We'll put some jingle bell here. And I think we can add a tag to that. Is it a sled? Marley, no, it's not. It's just a wood pallet. It would make a very good sled though. Are you asking about the one in the back? In the back it is a sled, and I did use something similar to make the sled in the back. I kind of made a sled from scratch. That one was actually very fun. I'll have to show you if we have time. No, it would have made a really good sled though. Absolutely. I already made one, so I didn't, but yeah, absolutely. This board would make a really good sled. There we go, you guys. And let me show you the bakery sign. Let's see if we can, there's the bakery in there. How are we doing on time? We can probably make a quick tag to put on here, Merry Christmas or something along that line. But I think this looks so cute, you guys. Not bad for not having any idea what I was doing as of this morning. And you guys have to remember, I'm in California. I am hours behind most of you guys. So coming up with a plan super quick was very challenging. All right, let's make a cute little tag really quick. Oh, I know what I had to put right here. I got these cute little tags, also from the antique store. Some old vintage looking gift tags. And I thought there was one in here. This one. I thought this would be super cute on there. Because it fit perfect. Right there. All right, I'm not gonna mess with making a tag because we probably won't have enough time, but if I can find my twine really quick, we can make a twine bow to go at the top of this right here. I'm just gonna loop the twine back and forth and make a quick little loop bow. All right, you guys. Shanna, thank you so much for inviting me to this event again. I really appreciate it. You guys make sure that you go on and to follow to the next presenter. You can find her at the link below. JEF, an old woman making things. She is very, very sweet. If you do not know how to get to her page and you missed the link, you can go to Shayna's Crafty Friends and catch all of the presenters over there. All right. We're just going to put a little twine bow at the top here. All right. We are out of time, you guys. There we go. Let's see here. What's the best way for you guys to see this? That whole sign there. I'm stuck in all the strings from the fabric. Okay. There we go. And the bakery sign. All right. You guys, I appreciate you very much for being here and spending your afternoon with me. And please go check out the other presenters. We are pretty much out of time. Thank you so much, Shayna. I hope that you're feeling better, friend. Thank you, Kathy. Thank you, Crafty Queens. And Tammy at TLC's Country Chalking. Christy, Arlene, Diane, and Chris. You guys, I really appreciate you guys being here and supporting myself and all of the other crafters in this event. And I hope that you guys all have a fabulous day. And Miss Jim, if you're here and you're ready, get going, girl. Thank you so much, you guys. I really appreciate it. Thanks, Ange. Thanks, Angelica and Shelly, Debbie. All right, you guys, have a great day.